good morning, everyone in our CBC family and those tuning in to watch this video. Today, I am sitting with Judi Causey. She is our event coordinator, our team coordinator, our organizer, and everything else that has to do with Operation Christmas Child. And it's that time of the year again. We're sitting here at the table. You see the boxes behind us. You see a poster behind us. You see a box of things in front of us. And it's that time of the year where we get geared up and ready to start our work with Operation Christmas Child. So what I wanted to do is sit down with Miss Judi and let her share some things about OCC that you can be expecting. Or maybe this is another year that you're going to pack boxes. You've already done this before. Or maybe you're brand new at Operation Christmas Child, and this might be the first time you've ever heard of it. And so we want to share a few things about OCC that's near and dear to our heart to inform you and also encourage you to get involved with our ministry here. So, Miss Judi, what is Operation Christmas Child?
Well, Operation Christmas Child is an international mission project of Samaritan's Purse, and they work through the local churches worldwide in over 100 countries. And they do this by providing just a simple shoebox gift to show God's love.
So, Centerville Baptist is not the only church doing Operation Christmas Child?
No. Churches throughout the United States, throughout the world.
Wow.
There are 5 other countries that participate in Operation Christmas Child.
That's incredible. So here is another way for churches and really Christians all over the world to come together and participate in this mission to send these shoe boxes across the world to children. Now, we're sending a shoebox, so what's in the shoebox?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say each church, Samaritan's Purse as a whole, and Operation Christmas Child, we want children to know right now, during this time of so much uncertainty, we want them to know that they're loved and cared for, and to experience joy at this time. But I can definitely tell you what goes in a shoebox. You're going to see a couple little items here. And what we like to do in every shoebox gift is to place school supplies, hygiene items, and toys. Lots of fun toys that children can enjoy. And we want to give them something that is going to say wow when they open the box. Either a stuffed animal, a soccer ball, you can put toys and games and a variety of things inside.
Yeah, and so what Miss Judi has done, I remember being in youth, and we've been doing Operation Christmas Child for a long time, and I remember being in youth, and we started using the boxes that they would send, and they were much smaller than this. And we would get everything in the boxes, and it seemed to fit just fine. Well, now we've moved up to bigger boxes, and we are having to, it seems like, sit on those boxes and press them down because we have so much stuff in the box. But that's what we want. We want, when kids open this, to feel like, wow, somebody across the world sent me a Christmas gift. Because the reality is, if for many kids, and these boxes aren't going to go to all the kids this year, but the hope is to reach every kid at some point. And the reality is they might never receive a Christmas gift apart from the shoebox. And so that means a lot to me. And while every shoebox is not the same, there are different items in the shoebox. Miss Judi, there is one item that is identical in every single shoebox. And what is that?
It is. It's called The Greatest Gift. Mm-hmm. And these little booklet contains gospel stories, 11 gospel stories. And also at the end, it gives the child an invitation to accept Jesus as their Lord and Savior. And we want children of the world to have the opportunity to know Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the passage in Matthew when Jesus is doing his teaching, and then some kids start running up to him, and the disciples are like, get back, children. And Jesus is like, no, let the children come to me. And so we see that children are near and dear to Christ's heart, and also should be to every Christian's heart. And this is not just a humanitarian effort to give a gift. What I love is that they get to hear the gospel, and so many different stories about a child has received a gift, and they receive the gospel through the shoebox, and then they go home and they tell their parents what they got, and their parents are so touched by this gospel message that the parents then are exposed to the gospel, and then the rest of the family is exposed to the gospel. And we've even seen it where entire villages come to know Christ because of one child that received a shoebox and the gospel message was in it. And so it's just so wonderful how you and I can participate in packing a shoebox here that goes across the globe. And it's really cool how they travel. Man, some of these things travel on boats. Some of them, they tie them up on elephants and carry them to places. And so you talk to us a little bit about this journey, this discipleship that the kids go through.
That's right. The evangelism starts with the greatest journey. After the children receive their shoebox gifts, they're given the opportunity to attend a discipleship program called the Greatest Journey. And it's a 12-week discipleship program, which leads to children accepting Christ. They have a graduation ceremony. And like Chance said, it helps children to share the gospel. It teaches them how to share the gospel. They share it with their families. And so Operation Christmas Child focuses on evangelism, discipleship, and multiplication. And we see that through families, churches being planted, communities coming together in over 100 countries.
Yeah, it has been amazing to see the history that Operation Christmas Child has. 1993 is when Operation Christmas Child started. It was a great year. It was the year I was born. Obviously, it was a good thing about to happen. But since 1993, is it over 150 million shoeboxes? I think is the last number I read, and they're getting more and more every year. So like last year was 11 or 12 million.
About 10.5 million.
10.5 million, and I think the goal this year was up from that at 11 million. So I mean, it's just continuously growing, and Samaritan's Purse has done just a wonderful job, and this was a stellar idea to do. Whoever came up with this, I know that the team did, and the team leader, Franklin Graham. Many of you have heard of Billy Graham. It's his son who is over this, and so they've done a spectacular job. Well, Miss Judi, we've talked about what's in the box. We talked about what they received, the gospel. So, what if somebody watching wants to get involved? Do they go in their closet? Do they find the last shoe box that they bought and just put some stuff in it, or how do they get involved?
They can pick up a shoebox at Centerville Baptist Church, or at any drop-off site that's distributing shoeboxes. Wherever you are, you can go online and locate a drop-off site. You can order these particular boxes or some really beautiful plastic boxes to pack your shoe boxes in. So so there are certain requirements that have to be made, the boxes, things that go into the boxes. And so if you want to get involved, feel free to call us at Central Baptist Church. You'll find our number on our Facebook page there. Or go on the website. Maybe you're not in Centerville. Maybe you're somewhere else and you still want to get involved. I'm sure that a church around you is involved. Is most every ministry partner that I talk to, they're involved in this missions project. Or you can go online. Just type in Google search or Safari search Operation Christmas Child, and it'll bring you to Samaritan's Purse, and you can see how to get involved that way. So once they do have a box, they saw some things that they can pack in it, and they get it packed up. What do they do with it? Do they put it in the mail? No.
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 Okay.
Well, they can bring it to a drop-off site, and you can actually, there's a drop-off locator on Samaritan's Purse that you can type in your zip code, and it will give you a drop-off site. Many people here in our area use Centerville Baptist Church. We're an official drop-off site, and we'll be here November 16th through the 23rd. And our hours are also posted online as to when we'll be open. So it would be convenient for you to drop your shoe boxes off either morning or evening. So we have a variety of hours that we'll be open and collecting, even though we'll be collecting in a little different manner this year, but we'll be here, and we'll be collecting.
We'll be collecting, and you should see the trailer loads of boxes that leave here. It's very, very exciting to pack all these boxes up into bigger boxes and then ship them off to Macomb. Southwest is actually a collection. They ship them and they gather them, and then they ship them all to Atlanta, and then they go through and make sure everything's correct, and then they start shipping them overseas. So it's an incredible organization in the way they get all this going.
It is an incredible journey for a shoebox.
Yeah.
And it starts right here with you and your hands and your love packing a shoebox for a child. And it travels through many different hands in many different areas, but eventually ends up to a child in a foreign country, especially children in need, receive these shoeboxes. And they're distributed through the local churches in these countries.
Yes, so that is another amazing part of the organization. They don't just go house to house and hand these boxes out. They give them to a local church in that area, and then the church hands them out to kids. So that now we have partnered with churches across the globe so that that church can reach their community and reach those people with the shoeboxes, with the gospel, and then that in turn brings people into their church.
And children are invited to these distribution events, but they have no idea they're receiving a gift.
Yeah.
So it is total excitement for them.
You should really go on the website and check out some of the videos they have. They're incredible.
They are.
And when these kids get these gifts, they just go crazy. And it really touches your heart, and it brings a tear to my eyes thinking about it and watching those videos. So I hope that you're challenged and you're encouraged to get involved with Operation Christmas Child. My question that I always ask, and I think it is a good question to ask when we're dealing with the Lord's work, and that is, does it work? Does this ministry work? And as you have heard, over 150 million shoeboxes delivered, and we know stories about children accepting Christ, going home, telling their parents accepting Christ, and in the villages coming to know Christ. And so this ministry works. And that's one of the big reasons why we're behind it, because we know it works and we want to be involved in it. And we hope that you want to be involved with it too. So if you have any more questions or you need any more information, please feel free to call us. 601-645-6120 is our number here at the office. And we would love to participate with you and help you do whatever it needs to be done so that you can get involved with Operation Christmas Child. Well, Miss Judi, thank you so much for doing this with us and helping share some information for our viewers. And you do so much for this ministry. Now, we participate in this 2-3 months out of the year getting this ready. Miss Judi is packing stuff up in January, February, March, April, organizing it, getting it all done. And we're just so thankful for your efforts and your hard work. You and Tom both are up here countless hours doing this. And so thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in and watching. And if you want to get involved, let us know. We would love to partner with you. Thank you. Have a great day.